being your pick, Clem. Who else should the fans be watching out for today?
Eunice. You know, he's in first place right now. He can win this. He can be the one going to Street League tomorrow.
He's proven it already.
Yeah, and he already did it in Munich, and he's surprised it's in Munich because we weren't really thinking about him too much. And it's like, oh yeah, Eunice is in the house.
And the amazingness of just the dichotomy of guys out here. You have Evan Smith, who's an absolute ripper, kind of skates to his own tune.
Yes.
And then you have a guy who's having success. Speaking of Evan Smith, he's going to start us off here in the flow section.
Yeah, loose, flowing, make you want to skateboard. That's Evan Smith right there. You can watch any video part of him before you go skate. If you just want to go cruising around and have a blast.
And you've been known to listen to some of Evan Smith as a soundtrack when you're skating.
Oh, sure, man. Drowning Clowns, feeling them. You got it. I'll blast them out. Kickflip over the whole Manny pad. He doesn't even need it. Frontside ollie on the Jaquan wall.
Evan Smith picking up where he left off in qualifying. Skating very well here in attempt number 1.
He is putting it together right now. Looking really solid. You know, when you win the qualifiers and then you go to the finals in first place, it's like, you know, it's like going back and winning again.
Very true.
And it's hard to do. He's in 6th place. He's got his eye on first place.
As you can see, giving it all he's got as we take another look. His score coming in 7.7 to start things off proper.
Solid. Judges were feeling it. That kickflip definitely helped. Going the distance on that, and then when you flow like he does, like I said, it just makes you feel good about skateboarding. Great angle on the wall ride. Not quite landing it.
And it may be tough to see from your screen, but that is high.
Yeah, that's a scary one. It's just hard, high, intimidating. Kickflip front 50-50.
Manny Santiago on his first attempt here in the flow section. Again, each skater getting 2 attempts here in the flow. We count the best score.
Manny's smiling all the way. Whoa! Lost his footing. Didn't quite have his balance, so he couldn't get set up for that kickflip.
Yeah, and it looks like that first miss kind of setting the tone for Manny, but he is a pro. It shouldn't deter him.
He didn't quite regroup after that.
And that's fine. That's why you get 2 of them.
Yes.
As he closes in on the final 5.
Now he's feeble, showing us he can do it.
Try to squeeze one more, and I don't think he'll get it. So Manny Santiago undoubtedly will look to rebound on attempt number 2 as he has to settle for a 2.3.
Yeah, not Manny's best look. Right there with that 2.3.
There's Ryan DeCenzo, skated so well in qualifying. Would love a win, but really wants to get into Street League in 2014. We'll see how that dictates with his skating out here in the final.
He popped out of that switch tail slide so good. Ollie on the quarter pipe. Hurricane on the bank to a little mini hubba ledge. Same run we saw in the qualifiers,
right. Yeah.
but he's just, you know, going to do it better. Nollie feeble grind. Making his way back across, 360 ollie. I wanted to say that before he started it because I knew what he had. But, you know, that's not a diss. It's just he's just showing his strategy. He's in the contest to win it. I mean, that's what he's here for.
And he's got this thing timed out so well. Final trick as he's hitting the impact section.
Back Smith. He's got the run so dialed. It's too easy for him.
So a great first run for Ryan DeCenzo, a 6.7. The judges hand that off. So here's Felipe Gustavo, who has at times at each X Games in 2013 just flashed brilliance.
Yeah, we know he's got a switchback tail every single time. There's a switch frontside flip manual. Pulling it together. I just want to see him win this. I want to see him in the finals. You know, it'd be so good for Felipe. And he held on to that to a fault.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if he could get away from it. There's lots of good Instagram right there. I've got an image of that.
So Felipe hitting the out ledge. No.
I'm glad he kicked that one away. You don't want to fall like he did on that switch flip manual on that big ledge. That's all right. He's got 2 runs.
Gustavo just showing you a little bit of what's in store and the type of tricks he has in his bag, a 4.0. He's going to look for a better showing on his second attempt. Up next, though, Greg Lutzka, who absolutely slayed it in the flow section during qualifying. I expect nothing less here in the final.
Switch tail slide. Start out. Missed it on the frontside flip on the quarter pipe. Tail slide popping out 270 proper. Got a foot above that thing on that pop out. That was sick. Making his way around. Lutzka, he doesn't go slow. He skates with confidence, man.
You know what you love to see out of Lutzka is he's hitting every obstacle, really flowing around the course.
270 lip.
Comes back up to the four-sided volcano there, hitting the rail.
He's got the contest hustle.
Yeah. One more trick.
Smith Brown with a proper 180 ollie out.
So outside of that early miss, a really solid run for Greg Lutzka.
There it is.
And a 6.1.
There's that Smith Brown 180 out. That was solid. Yeah, so far on that outlet, nothing really mind-blowing, right?
And that's why we said at the top it would probably reward the more consistent skaters if we're not going to see any massive scores.
Yes. You're just putting it together.
And another thing about this one, Clem, this final, there are no wild cards. I mean, the 6 guys that are here should be here. You know what I mean?
Switch 5-0 right there. Super solid. You're just showing that he's got it. Frontside switch and regular. Backside 180, switch Manning. Oh man, what happened there?
Final 10 seconds for Eunice. Again, the winner from today's final will move on to the Street League prelim tomorrow.
I'll go with that knowledge pitch out of that. Crooks.
So that's going to do it for Eunice's first attempt in the flow section. A 5.0 puts him in 4th place. And we begin with attempts number 2. Evan Smith starts from the other side.
Whoa!
Massive.
Backside 360 ollie. So sick. Slowing down on this, look at these lines. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what you see from Evan. Did you expect that? No. That's how Evan does it.
And the judges reward that. Wow. You know, that's really just the subjective nature of skateboarding. And the shred style that he has really is appealing. We know that to the judges.
Back knee revert on that sketchy quarter pipe. That was sick. Evan's got it like that. Where's he going? He's going circles around the course. He's lost.
There's so much power. Just that I don't know if he even necessarily knows where he's going to go.
Yeah, didn't right there.
Yeah, obviously not.
A Benihana over the rail. What's he doing? So he had the first 25 seconds pretty good.
Yeah, as we take another look off the top, a 5.5 for Evan. He'll hold on to the 7.7 from his first attempt.
That back 360 is so good.
No joke. And look at this over the rail.
That was a serious hop.
Amazing. Get this man a bottle of water, please.
Yeah, help him out.
So here's Manny Santiago. Currently sitting at the bottom at a 2.3, but already a better showing on his second attempt here in the flow.
Manny, just as Lutzka, doing the same run. But once again, not a diss. Totally get it.
Yep.
Contest. You got a goal here. And the goal is to win it. And that's how Manny and Lutzka approach this thing.
So
crowd support.
Having a little trouble staying on his board, but still has 10 seconds to play with.
Big spin board slide.
And he's got that on lock. See if he can get one more in. And hit the rail. Again, just gets that in. Manny Santiago.
360 shove lip. Yeah, Manny.
So after a questionable start to that attempt, rights the ship. A 5.3 for Manny.
2 solid tricks right at the end.
Needed him. That jumps him up into 4th.
That trick is so hard that he ended with. It's like, I think that forget. Because he can do it so easy.
Oh, time and time again, all these guys. So here is Ryan DeCenzo still in search of that first ever Select Series win. You know, Clem, at the start of X Games Brazil, if you would have asked me, I would have said by now Ryan DeCenzo would have won at least one of these.
Yeah, you're right. And man, going back to Brazil, remember how much he was struggling then?
Yeah.
It came right off that ankle surgery, and he was in full rehab mode, and he's like, I'm still going to skate the contest. He had a hard time out there.
Well, look at these 6 guys. All of them have been skating in the Select Series every single X Games event.
Yeah, Eunice
there is
too, right?
no newcomer, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Eunice as well.
So it's taken them a little while, but they understand the format and what's at stake here as DeCenzo unable to stick that.
Going for that front feeble at the end.
So a 6.4. DeCenzo will hold on to his 6.7 from his previous attempt as he stays in second place. And here is Clem's pick up next. Felipe Gustavo. He's in 6th place.
I really want to see Felipe put it together.
Didn't have that first attempt he was looking for. Trying to best a 4.0 here.
There's that switchback tail. Oh. Hey, you know what? Switch no comply. That's what I'm going to call it.
That's what we call it.
Hey, there you go. Switch no comply wasn't right.
It's a make.
You know, he wanted to do that. Frontside flip over the rail. He's got that one every time.
Very clean.
There's that switch flip.
Nails it.
So good. I can hear live announcer Andrew Cannon yelling about it because he's excited
Love
too.
when Cannon gets excited.
Yeah, he's great, man. Oh, kickflip nose manual. What happened? What happened?
Felipe just unable to put that one down. We'll see if he's going to attack something as he gets down to 2 and 1.
Yeah. You know, Felipe doesn't quite have the hustle.
Yeah.
Whoa, kickflip nose slide. He doesn't have that Lutzka hustle really about getting to the next trick.
There he is on the volcano going over that rail.
Look at that.
A 4.8 for Felipe, so better than his first attempts, but what goes wrong from here, Clem?
Well, he doesn't quite get the manual under control, but he pops off good, and then you're like, whoa, what happened? The board gets away from it. The board he wasn't centered over it. He was behind it. Nothing he could do. You're going to lose it at that point.
So up next is Greg Lutzka at a 6.1. Skates the flow section as well, or if not better than anybody here.
Switch tail slide. Going for this frontside flip. You know, DeCenzo does. Yeah, DeCenzo does the frontside ollie on that. Lutzka does the frontside flip. There you go. Tail side 270 out. He's putting it together.
Already looking better in his first attempt.
Yes, looking real solid right here. Skates with confidence, like I said. Over and over.
You can't give Lutzka too many chances because he will take advantage.
Yes, you got that right. He will do it. Ran into him in the parking lot yesterday with his pops. Out here visiting. Sweet. Super cool.
And again, Lutzka timed perfectly as he drops in with 5 seconds to go. As he hits this ledge.
Tail slide. Slopping out of it and still landing it at the end there. Lutzka putting it together. There it is.
Another look.
And that frontside flip is good. That is good.
Judges like what they saw, a 7.2 for Greg Lutzka, jumping him up into 2nd place. So here's Eunice Imrani. He's already got a 5.0 to his name.
Going the distance on the nose grind. 180 fakie Manning. Put it down. Hey, Eunice can do it. We know this.
Yeah. Again, Eunice Imrani taking the win in Munich, getting surgical out here.
Wow. Showing us you can do it switch nose grind so proper. Ooh. Denali 270 switch front border.
Came in a little hot as he's got 10 seconds to play with here.
That's one of those where you think you landed it and you end up on the ground. Like, how'd that happen? Man, if he had done both of those tricks back to back, wow. And look at that, broken board. That's how good he landed. Hopefully, team manager Luis Cruz is out there with another board ready to go.
Wow. Eunice Imrani. So that's a 4.5 for Eunice on that second attempt. But all we can think of, really, Clem, is what could have been here.
Yeah. Look at that switch nose grind. So good.
Start off hot. And this will break a board.
Nollie flip. He stomped it. He had that so good. You know, I thought his foot
That's what we
slipped
call
off
a back foot
Yeah.
stomp the yard right there. So, with the flow section officially in the books, it's Evan Smith leading the way with Greg Lutzka and DeCenzo giving chase. But as we move on to control section, still a lot at stake here at this contest. And it's time for the control section. Felipe Gustavo kicking things off. Again, each skater getting 4 attempts. We count the top single score.
What? Switch flip back tail. Man, that was too easy for him. Man.
Look at this one more time.
I mean, he's done how many switchback tails today? Like 8 already, and then he does a switch flip into it.
Looking like P-Rod.
Yes, very good call. Brazilian P-Rod.
Yeah, an 8.2 for Felipe Gustavo. Remember, he's gotten a 9 in this section before. Did it in Barcelona.
Yes. 360 flip nose grind.
Yeah, that's right. So we've seen the best out of Felipe in the Select Series in the control section. So an 8.2, giving him the overall lead. Up next, Yunus Amrani.
I think we caught him by surprise right there. He's going to do the 5-0 360 flip out.
Yeah.
That's his move. He's got that one.
Again, each skater getting 4 attempts here in the control section. We count the single best score, so these guys can work on a trick. They can afford to miss a couple, but they need that solid make. Here is Manny Santiago, already smiles, not even sure if he's gotten the word yet.
But knowing Manny, he probably knows.
Yeah.
You know, he just knows this stuff. He pays attention. Manny's giving some commentary back.
So Manny not happy.
Who's going for the burial heel feeble grind? Or board slide, not sure.
So here's Ryan DeCenzo on his first attempt attacking the rail.
Now his nose blunt slide. Locking it solid.
No problem there for DeCenzo.
That's like too easy for him. That's like a 50-50 for him. He's like, oh, now he knows one slide?
A 5.2, so he can only go up from there. Love the super slow-mo here.
Oh, yeah. Look how much higher than Briley. Wow. Smash it down onto the rail. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Danger.
He could read a book during that.
So a novel. Greg Letska with his first attempt in the control.
Ooh, 270 nose blunt. Letska move, man. So dialed.
So this up and down rail seems to be the obstacle of choice here so far in the control.
That obstacle, it is an 8.4.
An 8.4. We have a new section high. It's early here in the control. Evan Smith, though, with his first attempt.
You always hear about the skaters enjoying that particular obstacle. Wow. That 270, the switch front pivot. Gnarly.
I don't think anyone else is going to be hitting the corners here in the control. I could be wrong, but Evan Smith, an 8.5, jumping Evan back up into first place.
Judges high five on rewarding that one. That was a great call on that. So hard. No, you know what? No one's going to do that. No one.
That's true. Here's Felipe Gustavo.
Oh, maybe he's going for the switch foot.
Yeah, no score.
I don't know.
No score for him there. Again, the control section, each skater getting 4 tricks each, and the best single score counts. So these guys aren't really losing it if they kick away a couple. In fact, you could really kick away 3. Just get that one solid score, and you're golden.
Yeah, that's all that matters in this particular section. Ooh. Nollie 270 switch front board. Not working out.
So Yunus unable to land that. That's 2 straight misses for him there.
Bro pounds right there.
Manny getting bones from Evan.
Right.
Said, hey, if I can do it, you can do it.
It's going to help him with the flow power right there. Almost locked into that.
A little closer for Manny this time, but still no score. But if he is able to land that thumb, where do you see that falling?
Mid-7s, maybe high 7s, low 8s is the absolute highest. But it's a hard trick.
Yeah.
I don't know how much love he's going to get on it.
Here's Ryan DeCenzo.
What? No, he'll nose slide. Shove it out.
DeCenzo, stand up. The crowd letting him hear it. An 8.2 for Ryan DeCenzo. Welcome to the 8 Club.
That was rad. There you go, nollie heel. I thought that's all he was going to do. I was like, oh, he's just going to do nollie heel nose slide. Nope.
Look at this one more time.
Proper shove it out. Look at that. Look how solid that was. It was like nothing.
In some circles, we would call that board control.
Yes. You know, DeCenzo is so good. I went to China with him a couple months ago. I went to skating with him a couple days. and he's so amazing when you go around with him.
That's right. Manny was on that trip as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He had a good time.
So Lutska, after an 8.4, it is not able to put it down there. He does have a solid score already to his name. Here's Evan Smith.
Not sure if Lutska can improve on it.
Yeah.
All the way around. I knew it. I knew that was coming. 270 pivot, then revert.
He had an 8.5. What did the judges give him here on that variation? An 8.9, Clem.
Almost. You know what? That trick, I almost think it might be harder than
other way.
Yeah, because coming back to fakie right there, because your body's already in that momentum. But, you know, either way, it's super hard. It's so crazy.
Either way, that is the highest score of Evan Smith's Street League Select Series career.
How rad to see him do exactly what he could do, adapt it to the course, and excel at it. Whoa, switch flip, nose grind. Felipe is psyched.
Felipe, a switch master, already an 8.2, a 9.0. Clem, he's back in the 9 club. Felipe Gustavo.
He's got it like that. See, that's why I was backing him the whole time, man. I'm backing him all year.
Oh, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that Felipe Gustavo with the first 9 of the day.
Nice, Felipe. Well,
and look at these guys checking out the replays. They got the ISX scoring there, so they know exactly where they're at.
Oh, it's like the Brazilian jig he just did right there.
That was so good. Everyone pumped for him. Here's Eunice Amrani still looking for his first make.
No, it's a 70 switch front board coming out just too easy for you.
Ain't no thing.
That was nothing.
Ain't no thing from Ronnie.
He's like, yeah, whatever.
An 8.2, and the scores are coming out today, Clem.
Yeah, you know, it's when you get to the finals. It's that, you know, weeds out the guys that aren't going to get these scores. You get in here, and
these are the performers.
That's it. Everything's super good.
Already 8.2. He and DeCenzo actually have the lowest scores in the section. That's how next level it's been.
Eunice needs a board with his name on it as well.
So here, Manny Santiago still looking for his first make.
Maybe he's just going for board slide. I thought at first he was going for the feeble, the varial heel feeble, or big heel feeble. And then the second time I thought that, right there, I'm like, maybe he went, you know what, and then he just landed the board slide. I don't know.
Well, that's his 3rd straight bail. He'll get one more crack at that trick if he so chooses.
You think he's just like, I don't care, I'm skating Street League next year anyway. Maybe that's what it is.
Nah, man, that guy wants to win. Here's DeCenzo.
Oh, I think he's going for the switch 180 feeble.
Again, each skater getting 4 attempts, and we only count the single best score. DeCenzo already with a really solid 8.2, so not as much pressure to get points on the board. And here's Lutska, as you said before, Clem, not sure if he's got anything that could best that 8.4.
No, he's going 360 flip nose blunt slide. That would beat it, but I don't know if he's got it. I don't know if I really remember seeing him do that trick.
Nah, I haven't seen it. He hasn't really looked close. Well, here's Evan Smith. Had an 8.9 already.
Yeah.
Storming the other quarter.
Now what's he going to do? Wall riding it.
Oh!
Back 180 out. I don't know how you couldn't give him a 9 for that.
Just for the scary factor alone, I know he didn't land it, but man, look at this.
Yeah.
Who else is doing this, Clem?
No one. And back 180 out of the wall that high, I don't know if anyone's ever even done that. That's so scary. And
I mean, that's just 11 feet up.
Yeah, that doesn't.
No, just coming in. That's how high up it is.
Is it?
11 feet? That's a basketball hoop, and then add another foot.
That's no fun. That is no fun.
So here is Felipe Gustavo.
Getting tapped. Switchback tail going for the switch backside flip out.
That's going to do it for Felipe on his 4th and final attempt. It doesn't matter. He's already got that 9 club as he stays in 4th place. And here's Eunice Amrani, currently sitting in 5th.
Man, if Felipe had just done a better flow run, that really held him back. That low 4.
The scores are tight as we get ready for the impact section momentarily. Eunice Amrani,
hey, getting a solid throw handshake before he rolls in. Is my board forward or backwards? All right, I got this. That's what he's thinking. Amrani making his way up. Switch front crook something. I don't know what he was going for.
Got stuck there. No score. He'll hold on to that 8.2. He stays in 5th place. And here's Manny Santiago, who's sitting in 6th, yet to make a trip here in the control section. He's the only guy that's 0 for 4 so far.
Unreal.
Will he get it?
Whoa! He got a little squirrely on the way up, and look at that. Look at Mama.
Yeah, his lady likes what he sees.
Yeah.
And the consummate professional showman, an 8.8 for Manny Santiago. Take another look.
You know what? I was a little low on my score.
Wow.
Judges liked it. Fans were digging it as well, huh?
The Manny Santiago section, liking what they see. So that jumps Manny up into 4th place. And the crowd already there with him. And here's Ryan DeCenzo on his 4th and final attempt.
Wow, the switch 180 people, you don't see that too often. You have to actually go over the rail and then land into a feeble.
So a couple straight bails for DeCenzo, but he stays in 3rd. Up next, though, Greg Lutzka, sitting in 2nd place, could take the overall lead, would have to get into the 9 club and then some. A 9.5 or better would actually give him the top spot. We'll see if he goes for broke.
He's getting psyched up for this 360 flip nose blunt slide. Let's see if he can land it. What, man? That was a solid attempt. That was a solid attempt right there.
That was close. But you know what that tells me too, Clem, is he already had a solid 8.4.
Yeah.
And he's showing me that he's not afraid to go for the big points. Where's it go wrong?
So he gets on it, boom, it slips away from it. And you can see his front foot was barely on the nose, barely. It was on and off.
So no score for Lutzka as he stays in 2nd place.
If he was wearing vulcanized shoes, he's feeling the edge of that board right now, I can tell you.
So here now, still our 1st place leader, Evan Smith. Is he going to give it a go one more time? Looks like it.
Crowd loving it.
Again, Evan dropping from 11 feet in the air. He'll hold on to that 8.9. As we see him.
It's no joke on that. All right, so you got transition and then a lot of like 80-degree slant.
Yeah.
Just to get up to the top of that is not easy to do.
No, that's a challenge in and of itself.
Look at that. Well, losing the front foot. Cat-like though, landing like no problem, right? I mean, he's almost 11 feet tall anyway, so it's not even that big of a deal.
Evan Smith, even with the miss, stays on top. And he is on one today, still our current leader through the first 2 sections of the contest. But Clem, it is getting tight. Lutzka and DeCenzo, Manny right there behind him.
Look at that, nipping on him.
So Felipe Gustavo got the fans out of their seats with this incredible 9 club, but it was Evan Smith holding on to the lead. When we come back, the impact section.
But no 2 people move the same.
14. Manny Santiago has already secured a spot. Who is going to join him? Yunus Amrani kicking things off in the impact.
Yeah, kicking the board away. He was going for that nose grind, front 180 out, but he did not work out.
And this is where you want to stack those scores, Clem. Get those safe numbers up so you can afford to take chances there at the end. Here's Felipe Gustavo. He's your pick.
That's my boy. Kick flip nose Manny. That's right. Hey, and we're going into a section where he can be strong. Yunus can be strong. And, you know, Evan's going to have a tough time in this section.
You're absolutely right. We said it from the top that we didn't expect huge scores to go down in this impact section because it's just so long.
Yeah,
these obstacles are so gnarly, so it really favors the more consistent skaters. But there's a guy who could do it all, Manny Santiago.
What's on the side of his head? Oh, never mind. It's just the bleached hair.
That's just more hair.
Okay.
A 5.5. Look how much ground Manny covers there.
You know, the kickflip over that distance is not getting a ton of love from the judges. You know?
It isn't.
Maybe they didn't skate that course because I rolled down those stairs.
Well, here's Ryan DeCenzo.
There's a switch feeble 180 out.
Again, the winner from today's Select Series final will move on to the Street League prelim tomorrow to skate with the big dogs. DeCenzo yet to do that in 2013. Would love for today to be that day.
was a proper 180 pop out of that switch feeble.
A 6.3 for DeCenzo puts him into the top spot. Here is Greg Lutzka, who is right behind Manny in the season standings, wants to get in the Street League next year. Tricks like that will help.
Switch tail slide on the gap out ledge.
Nobody is smarter from a strategy perspective than Greg Lutzka. He knows this format so well, and you may say, well, 4.2, that's nothing to write home about. It doesn't matter because he knows how to put points on the board and when to do it.
Yeah, Lutzka is checking it off the list. Back nose grind for Evan.
So Evan Smith, who was our leader heading into the section, but with a couple makes from everyone else, it was all the way down to 5th. That 4.4 for him there jumps him into 2nd.
Evan's such a skater. You know, he can't roll around the course without doing tricks.
Attempts number 2, it's Yunus Amrani. Kicked away his first.
There it is. Oh, what happened?
What did happen?
I think he was a little late on the 180. That's what I think. It started to get away from him. Here we go.
Take another look.
There it is. Went. I don't know. The board went forward. He stayed back. Didn't quite work out for him.
Didn't commit. So that's his second miss. Yunus cannot afford another one. Here is Felipe, not able to get the board up though.
That's a risk you run when you nollie flip into a nose manual. You're going to hit your nose on whatever obstacle you're trying to get up onto once in a while.
And that would be a long manual. That ledge is no joke.
Yeah, no easy trick to get into as well. I mean, just that whole combo of tricks right there that we get nicely rewarded like he has in the qualifiers. What happened there?
It looked like Manny had it, and really a landed trick would have jumped Manny into the top spot, but let's see where he goes wrong.
He got jarred on that one. Look at that.
Yep.
Feet were in the middle of the board. He had no control over, no ability to turn it out because he landed kind of sideways. And he got pitched.
So here's Ryan DeCenzo, our current leader.
Ooh, frontside blunt slide.
Making it look easy. Already a 6.3 on his second attempt, a 6.7, and now we see the crafty vet building up those scores.
Nice.
Says enough talk about Manny and Lutzka and Felipe.
Crafty vet. That's so, you know, I never think of him as a vet, you know. He won Tampa Am like 7 years ago. I remember, like, I'm getting old, man. Doing these things for a long time.
You were old then.
Yeah, I know. Smith grind 180 out.
Lutzka putting down another solid score. That's 2 straight for him, a 4.8, and that jumps him up into second place. And Lutzka, even if he doesn't win this thing, he is in the driver's seat, Clem, to get that second spot.
And I think he knows that, and you know, he's earned it this year. He's skated very solid the whole time. Wow, back 180, over the rail, gapping it. That's Evan for you right there.
Evan Smith easily skating his best of the Select Series in 2013 here, and now a 6.3 jumping him up in the second place.
Big ollie.
Here's Yunus Amrani, attempts number 3, yet to make a trick.
Switchback nose grind. Doesn't get any more balanced, perfect, and smooth than
looks so easy.
He does make it look easy. Sometimes you think his switch tricks are easier for him than his regular.
I was just going to say.
He's like P-Rod style, right?
That looked just effortless switch.
It really did. You see that front arm, too? He's like, oh, I got this.
6.9.
There's Felipe getting calculated. Nollie flip nose, Manny. Man, unable to hang on.
And that's just like the first 80% of that trick is wasted, man.
He got a little wobbly right here, a little wobbly, and he didn't get the right pop at the end. Therefore, the board stayed up there. He couldn't bring it with him.
So we'll see if he comes back to that because that is his second miss. He cannot afford another one. Here's Manny Santiago sitting in 6th place.
Going for the frontside flip.
Unable to catch it there, so that's where he'll stay. Phone come out?
Yeah, phone came out. Yeah, hopefully he's got a case on that thing. Or maybe he cracked the screen. You know, just a little tip. Hey, man, just, you know, get a little iPod or something, you know?
I'm always impressed by how many guys skate with their phones.
How'd you do that?
Chris Cole does it.
Does he?
Sheckler.
Especially when you're doing rolls out of your tricks like that. That was very martial arts-ish. He got out of that very easily.
DeCenzo, by the way, is making his case to not only win here today, but to be a force tomorrow in the Street League prelim. He's skating that well.
He is skating good. What a comeback over the last few months, right? From Foz?
That's right. A Foz where it's, he didn't look comfortable in the format, really looked like a mess, didn't do too much better in Barcelona. He's gotten progressively better, though, and is in the driver's seat here today. Here is Greg Lutzka.
Nose one slide. Super easy for him.
And if DeCenzo is skating like a champ, Lutzka is his co-pilot, a third consecutive make, and he is on his way.
Yeah, he wants that spot in Street League next year.
Yeah.
You know this.
Again, the only guy who's really giving Lutzka a threat in the rankings, Evan Smith if you need him, is Ryan DeCenzo.
I want to see if he scraped his nose.
It was a make of 4.1, but look at this one more time.
I don't know about that one. That was a nose scrape the whole way. 180 switch Manny. Not to take it away from him.
Well, the judges give him points. Look at him. Was it a make?
Yeah.
And Evan Smith yet to miss here in the section.
There's Cole, team manager for Element.
You never know what you're going to get out of Evan, especially in the impact section.
That's great.
But getting some points on the board. Here's Eunice Amrani.
That one was so hard. 180 fakey Manny.
So that is Eunice's third bail. That's going to hurt him.
It's not working out
forward.
Who's looking so solid coming into this?
Now here's Clem's pick. Felipe Gustavo needs a make in the worst way here.
Oh, come on. Oh, this is the one right there. I could have called it. It was so solid from the landing. The nollie flip, caught it, nose Manning.
My lips to his ears. A 7.3 for Felipe, and just like that, he's back in the mix.
Under control. Yeah, Felipe.
So he jumps up into fourth place, climbing up the ladder. Here's Manny Santiago, who's in a weird spot. Already a couple of misses.
He didn't go for the frontside flip again. He went for a crooked run, and he got it, no problem.
So he says, I'll take the points, knowing what he needs, a 4.2.
Yeah, yep.
And he'll begin his ascent. Up next, though, Ryan DeCenzo, who's been leading the whole way here in the impact section.
Rolling up switch feeble, coming out switch.
Wow.
I like that one better than when he comes out 180 to regular. That just looks good. See if the judges show him any love here. There's switch feeble perfectly locked in. It's like nothing.
So DeCenzo with the 6.5. He's got 4 straight scores in the 6 range. So he can afford to take some chances. Coming up, here's Greg Lutzka.
Wow. Solid frontside flip. Stomping. It's land.
You're right. Lutzka yet to miss here in the section. A 6.8, and that is a section high.
He's amped.
Here in the final.
Smashing his board on the way.
Lutzka knows exactly what he needs. So calculated. Here is Evan Smith, who's anything but.
I saw a wheel touch.
What do we go there? What do we go with?
I don't know, man. I saw a wheel touch on that one. It's almost like not even a trick.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a weird one, you know?
Yeah, as we take a look, the judges just giving him something, a 2.3.
Yeah. I was being really harsh on him. You know, there you go.
Yeah,
wheel touch. You can't fake that one, especially in the super slow-mo. You know, I'm being harsh on him, but Evan's one of my favorites.
So it's still a make for Evan.
Yeah.
As he stays in third.
No.
And Evan Smith, he's very animated.
Yeah, that was nice. He's on stage. He's performing.
So Evan Smith stays in third place. Up next, though, Eunice Amrani. Oh, that would be so heavy if he could pull that off, Clem.
Yeah, and it's like he got pop out of that nollie flip out of that.
Look at this one more time.
Look at this. Wow.
So clean. Ooh, just steps off.
Just missing it. I'd like to see him do that.
That is Eunice's 4th miss. That's going to keep him out of contention, but he has been skating well.
Yeah. Felipe
Gustavo
He's like, I got the frontside flip. You guys
Needed,
doing frontside
the best
flips?
he could do right there was get up to third. He needed a 6.6, gets a 6.8, so he's putting himself in position.
Look at that. Solid. I'm not sure what Eunice is doing. He's hanging, relaxed. It's a Euro summer, you know?
So here's Manny Santiago. Evan either trying to throw him off or has no idea what's going on.
What is it, the frontside flip time right here? Everyone's doing them.
So again, Manny putting points on the board. That there, a 6.6. As we take another look.
3 frontside flips in a row. Not in a row, but 3 frontside flips. Solid.
Evan Smith likes what he sees. So here's Ryan DeCenzo. He's been flawless. I'll tell you right now, if Ryan DeCenzo wins today, he takes that second spot. I just got that note.
Oh, wow.
So DeCenzo.
Nollie lip slide popping out, all stylish.
And he's doing nothing to shake that. A 4.4. That is his lowest score of the section.
You know, that trick is just not super hard.
No.
That's why he's not getting a huge score on that.
Yeah, he could have afforded to take some chances. As we said, he is in the lead. But again, like I said, if DeCenzo wins this event, he gets that second spot and gets into Street League in 2014 and bumps out Lutzka for trying to get that second spot.
Ooh, tail slide 270 out, all proper.
But Lutzka's got something to say about it.
Lutzka's
needed a 7.5 or better to take the overall lead. It's a 6.8, and we're getting ready for a barn burner on the final attempts here between those two cats.
I don't know what Lutzka's going to be able to do to get a 7.5. I'm not sure.
Well, here's Evan Smith.
Whoa! Kickflip over the bar and gap, landing on the bank ramp. Evan Smith demoing around the course.
That was crazy. A 7.8 for Evan Smith, and he's putting himself into the winner contention conversation with that make right here.
That was so good. Of course, you know, we haven't seen him try it. Typical Evan style, right? Because he can just do it. He's got the snaps and the jumps.
You can't expect anything less from Evan Smith.
That was so rad.
On his 5th attempt. So it's final attempts time. Look at Manny talking to Lutzka. Hey, you want in with me? You want in Street League next year?
We need some mics up there. I just want to hear what's going on.
So let's take a look now at the SLS Select Series. We'd have this much strategy and point calculation and skill.
Never.
But it's so good.
I get so into it at the end here. It's like,
look at all these guys. They're checking out the scores. They're seeing exactly what you're seeing, that ISX scoring technology. They see their scores as soon as they pop up. Felipe Gustavo.
Whoa, perfect switch flip.
A 6.9 or better would actually give Felipe the lead here. A 6.8.
Wow.
And that actually ties him atop with Ryan DeCenzo for first place.
Look at that.
Amazing.
I'm not surprised. And they could have given him a 6.9 on that. That was so good.
So Felipe throwing a wrench into all of this with that trick.
He's like, what's up? Felipe's here.
So Manny actually cannot win the contest. The best he could do is 3rd place.
Going for it 100% with that 360 shove it too.
But it don't matter. He may not live on to be in the Street League prelim tomorrow, but he has already secured a spot. Here now, Ryan DeCenzo. He's in 2nd place. If he wants to get into Street League next year, he needs a solid make of 6.4 or better. He needs to win this contest to get into Street League.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close, man. That could be a 6.5 or higher. 360 flip.
Needed a 6.4, a 7.1. Ryan DeCenzo is in 1st place.
Wow.
Take another look.
Look how solid. Judges know it was perfect. Rolling away with tons of speed on that 360.
So clean. When the pressure was on, Ryan DeCenzo delivers, but will he be able to hold on to it? Greg Lutzka can knock him off. He needs a 6.3 or better. Can Lutzka take the lead?
He definitely has a trick that's a 6.3. It's a matter of he's going to land it or not. We'll see right here.
No! Greg Lutzka unable to land, and DeCenzo is in the clear at the moment, but remember, Evan Smith can take the win here and now. Evan needs a score of 6.6 or better to complicate things.
It's going to be hard for Evan to do that.
Can Evan win on the final trick of the contest?
It's going to be tough right here for him to do it.
What's he got? No!
It could have been close, man. It could have been close.
With that, Ryan DeCenzo moves on to Street League next year.
Wow.
DeCenzo, on his final attempt, secures the win here at the Select Series. We'll move on to the prelim tomorrow and gets in the Street League in 2014.
What an upset. Can you imagine how Lutzka's feeling right now?
And look at Street League Commissioner Rob Dierneck pointing it out.
Showing it off. That's right.
Congrats. You have joined the elite.
Hey, if anyone deserves it, DeCenzo does. Not saying that Lutzka didn't. He deserved it just as much. But boy, DeCenzo skated his heart out all year, came back from an injury, and here he is.
You could not have asked for a more dramatic finish. DeCenzo will be joining Mando, moves on to the prelim for Street League tomorrow. What a whirlwind of events. Ryan DeCenzo joining us now live from the course. Ryan, congratulations on the epic finish and congratulations on getting into Street